And I believe now we do have audio. Thank you for people texting me and telling me. I really appreciate that. So, as you saw, that first hit right there was grounded to the second baseman. That was grounded to shortstop. So Brooklyn White making fast work of these Panther hitters. So 2 ground outs to get that CAC defense going. And now Izzy Sawyer steps into the plate, batting third today. So I have to see what Sawyer can do here. And the pitch. That's going to be ball 1. And the pitch there, and that's going to be called strike 1. So Brooklyn White right here working, as that is going to be called strike 2 there on Sawyer. 1-2 the count here for the third baseman. That's a junior. And here's the 1-2. That's going to be outside and miss. And so the count goes 2-2 right here. That is the 11th pitch, excuse me. And so that one will just miss outside. White wanted that call on the outside, but will not get it. And the count goes full to Sawyer. And here's the payoff from White. And that's going to be outside. And so Sawyer draws a quality at-bat walk right there. And so a free base there for the Panthers. And that's what you're going to have if you want to beat CACs. You're going to have runners on base. So now the cleanup hitter will step in Bella Harville. And a big wave and a miss there from Harville. And that evens the count at 1-1. And the pitch, and that's going to be outside. They're going to try to get in a great throw there by the catcher. I mean, just a beautiful throw down right there by Blakely. And so that will do it for the first inning. 2 groundouts and a throw down to second will get it done for the CAC defense. We'll be back with the CAC offense after this break. And we are back here at Panther Field as CAC is going to come up to bat, and the lefty's going to be in the first hole, and that is going to be Miss Kayla Myers, the center fielder, who also did some pitching last game. So the center fielder, we got a righty versus lefty matchup as we've got ace versus ace in the circle, as Harville's going to get the ball here for the Panthers. She had about 60 to 70, I believe it's 70 pitches in the first game. And the first pitch is going to be hit over there to the shortstop, but great speed there from Myers to beat that out. Wow. That is just fantastic speed right there. So now we will have runners on first, and Kendall Walker, the shortstop, coming up to bat. And the pitch from Harville is outside. Still 0-0 here at Panther Field for the district title. And the pitch. That's going to be bunt, but it's going to be foul. Count even 1-1 here to the shortstop. This is for the 1 seed in the regional tournament. And the 1-1 from Bella is going to be just outside, so that will be ball 2. Bella readies her 2-1 in the pitch. It's going to be inside 3-1. The winner of this game will play Cedar Ridge May 4th at 10 a.m. in the regional tournament. And that one is barreled. A great stab there by and chaos there for the Panthers as the throw is offline to first, and that lets the runner go ahead and go home, and then the throw home was offline. So that will get a run there for that will get a run in there for CAC. So no outs here in the top of the first, and CAC's got one on the board with their 3-hole hitter up. That will be called strike 1 right there. And the loser of this game will play Quitman May 4th at 5:30. That is Thursday. And the pitch, and a great off-speed pitch there by Harville. And that puts Blakely down the count 0-2. And if I'm Harville, I'm going straight back to that pitch right there. And that one's going to be fouled off. So now the count stays at 0-2 after that foul ball there from Blakely. Harville readies her 0-2 and the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Count 0-2 here to the 3-hole hitter of CAC. CAC, the only private school in our conference. So they have marched through the season valiantly, as Blakely will call time They were undefeated at home, I believe, until just this past week. Mayflower went into CAC and beat them. I can second that stat right now. As Harville readies her 0-2. That one's going to be chopped up. They're going to try to get the lead runner. And they do get the lead runner at second. So you eliminate the top threat right there by getting the lead runner. So Blakely's going to reach on a fielder's choice right there. So now the right-handed power hitter and pitcher, Brooklyn White, will step into the box. And that will be called strike one right there to the pitcher. Yeah, they only lost one home game this season, and it was to Mayflower on April 25th. And their only losses have come to Pangburn, Lamar, Malvern, and Baptist Prep until that loss to Mayflower just this past week, as the count is 2-1 here to Brooklyn White. One time these teams met in the regular season, Magnet went to CAC, and the batter calls time right here, so I will continue to explain what happened during that game. CAC came out victorious 12-2. It was a very unpleasant game if you're a Panther fan, but a very pleasant game if you're a CAC fan. That one's going to be hit up to the second baseman. They're going to try to roll two, but will not get it in time, so they're going to eliminate the lead runner once more, so that will be 2 outs. So now Elizabeth Colclazier, the first baseman, will step into the box. And here's the 0-0 with 2 outs. That one's going to be flared down the first base line, but foul, and Dawson couldn't get to it. Tried to get into it in foul territory. Now the count 0-1 here to the 5-hole hitter. CAC up 1-0. That one's going to be high. Count 1-1 here to the first baseman. Harville readies, and the pitch. That's going to be snared up the first base line, but just foul. So now the count 1-2 to Elizabeth. Harville looking for a first strikeout of the game. And the pitch. That one's going to be in the dirt. And so White will advance a base. So count 2-2 here with 2 outs. CAC up 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. And the pitch. That's going to be grounded up to Harville. Harville cleans it. Fields it cleanly, if I can get words out of my mouth, and gets it over to Dawson at first base. And so that will take care of the first inning, but not before CAC scores one. We'll be back at the top of the second after this break. We are back here at Panther Field as Harville will redo her at bat since Sawyer was thrown out stealing towards second. And the first pitch from White is going to be taken inside, so it's going to be ball one. And the 18th pitch from Brooklyn White is going to go high, and that's going to be ball two. CAC up 1-0 here in the top of the second, as that's going to catch the outside corner. And that one's going to be popped high and foul down the first base line and out of play. Two here to Harville. As she's going to take that one low, you can definitely tell White wanted that call. And the payoff pitch, and Harville's going to rip that one into center field for a base hit. And a beautiful piece of hitting there from Harville. And she's going to rip that one into center field for the first hit for the Panthers this evening. Single there for Harville. And now Hadley Harrington comes up, the second baseman, number 9. And that is going to be a hit by pitch. She takes that one in the Achilles. And I bet you that had to hurt. Coach D and Coach Gabe will check on her down the first base line, and she's going to walk it out. So a single and a hit by pitch has got the Panthers on the base pads. Now Braylon McIntyre, the freshman right-hander, will step in here, make sure Hadley is all right. And Blue is going over the Magnet Cove dugout. I think he wanted another ball. A lot of communication on the field here from CAC as a bunt was put down there by McIntyre, but goes foul. White looking for her first strikeout of the game. She hit the over 500 strikeout mark in this game, in the game previously, the semifinal game against Cutter. And the 0-1. And that's going to be a pass ball, and so they will advance 60 feet. So 2 runners in scoring position with no outs. This could be a massive opportunity for the Magnet Cove Panthers. And the 1-1 of McIntyre. She fouls that one back, and count goes 1-2. And there's the 1-2, and that one's going to be hit, and that's going to drop as a fair ball. They're going to send Harville home, and the throw is, Harrington is going to be out, but Harville is going to score. So that ties the game up, but that's going to turn into a double for Braylon McIntyre, and the Panthers have tied it up at 1. Beautiful piece of hitting there up the first base line. And it's a blooper into the right field. Draws the first run for the Panthers. And now Dawson steps in as she takes ball 1 up and outside. This game has had a lot of anticipation around the Cove. Let me tell you, it was kind of the predestined matchup for the district championship. It was it was kind of what everybody was thinking. When the seeding came out, is that really Magnet could march through their top half of the bracket, and CAC would win their one game. So would Magnet, and this would be it. And so there's been a lot of talk about Magnet wanting to beat CAC, and then CAC wanting to meet Magnet again. So we'll have to see how this all comes out in the wash, I guess I shall say, as the Panthers are tied up with CAC 1-1, and that one is fouled off. So they will check on the catcher. She foul tipped it into the catcher's mask. And we will take an injury timeout here on the Mountain Cove High School's YouTube page. We'll be back with more softball after this break. And we are back here at Panther Field. Luckily, the catcher is okay for CAC. As she gets back down behind the dish, and Brooklyn White dishes her one more. Here's the 2-2 to Dawson, and that's going to be called strike 3. So White gets her first strikeout of the afternoon, or evening, I shall say, and adds to the total of over 500. So now Story Green will check into the batter's box as that ball is going to be passed, and McIntyre's going to third. Good awareness there from McIntyre to go to third, and now she can score on a wild pitch or a pass ball possibly. Count 1-0 here to the freshman Green. And the pitch. And the check swing, she went around there, so that will be a strike. Count 1-1 here. White on the mound, the D1 commit. And a big wave and a miss there from Green. And so White puts her down on strikes. So that is White's second strikeout of the evening, but not before the Panthers score one. We're going to the bottom of the second after this break. If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious, mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Mountain Cove School District and a community partner with the Mountain Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas. And we are back here at Panther Field as I am looking right now, and the pitcher for Central Arkansas Christian plays on the Germantown Red Devils 16U travel ball team and is a 2023 Southern Miss commit, which is Southern Mississippi University. So that is a big commit there. November 9th, she signed her papers, as it is going to be number 3 to lead off right here. That is going to be Will Banks. And the pitch from Harville, that one's going to be hit up the third base line. Good play over there by Sawyer. Clean pitch and catch right there to Dawson to put the first one out. So now it's going to be Kennedy Gittinger. As that one is hit high and deep to center field, but Gangoso ranges back and makes a couple back steps and gets that one and sets the right fielder down on one pitch. So now Shelby Cowley, the third baseman, will step in, and Harville's making quick work of him this inning. She's got 2 outs and the 8-hole hitter up right here. That one's going to be grounded to Harville over to Dawson, and what an inning for Bella Harville, and that is the kind of innings you got to have if you want to beat the 1 seed. A ground out to the third baseman, a fly out to the center fielder, and a ground out to the pitcher. That is the kind of innings you need to have. We'll be back with the top of the third after this break. We are back here at Panther Field, and so it is the top of the third inning. Alright, sorry for that silence there. We're having some technical difficulties up here. We're going to try to lighten the behind the home plate camera. So That ball is going to be low and to the backstop right there. And now the 1-1 to Roberts as she takes that one inside also, and count goes 2-1. Count 2-1 here to the 9-hole hitter. And the pitch, and that one's going to be just catching the inside corner of the plate. So that will even the count at 2-2. Count 2-2 here, and that's going to be way high and way outside. It's dark. Count 3-2 here to the 9-hole hitter. And the payoff pitch from White is going to be a swing and a miss. And the strikeout there for Brooklyn White. So game still tied up at 1 as the lineups get flipped back over, and that ball is going to be hit to the second baseman. Fielded cleanly over there and gets it to Cole Kaiser at first, and that is going to be out number 2. That's the second time Marley's grounded out to the second baseman today. And so now Gangoso will step into the plate. 2 outs, and that ball's going to get to the backstop again. That high and outside pitch is having some containment issues, it seems, for White in the second game. She was able to locate that pitch in the first game, but just, I don't know if it's a fatigue or anything. She didn't pitch very much in the first game. They had their center fielder come out and throw some innings also, the left-hander. So I don't know what's the deal with White as the count's 1-1 there. Count 1-1 here to the 2-hole hitter. And the pitch, and a big wave and a miss over the top of it. And they're going to try to get a drop third strike, but and they thought it was a third strike, but Alexa just kept running, and it was 2 strikes. So Blue down there on the first base line helped us out. So it counts 1-2 here to Alexa. White readies her 1-2, and the pitch. That's going to be a wave and a miss, and that will set Gangoso down. So they set them down with no runs scored and no threats in the bottom of the second. We're going to the top of the third after this break.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
here we are at Panther Field, as it's going to be number 21 due up right here, the 9-hole hitter. So 9, 1, and 2 due up here for the Mustangs in the bottom of the third. Misspoke at the end of the last frame. So that will be ball one. Harville needs to have a fantastic game today if she wants to take home this district title. And here's the 1-0. And a big wave and a big miss there by Wooderson, the DP. And here's the pitch from Harville. And an off-speed pitch will be ball two. 2-1 here to the DP in the 9-hole. And here is the pitch from Harville. And that one's going to be fouled back into the netting. So count goes even at 2-2. Count 2-2 here to Wooderson. And the 2-2 delivery, that's going to be hit up. Then the second baseman is going to field it cleanly, get it over to Dawson, and that's going to be out number one. And the Panther defense has played very well behind Harville in the first part of this game. So now Kayla Myers, the center fielder and the left-hander, will step into the box. The righty versus lefty matchup here in the 1-hole. And the pitch, and that's going to be hit up the first base line, foul. Count 0-1 after that foul ball, and Harville delivers to Myers. And that one's going to be ripped into left field for a base hit. A hard turn at first, and Myers does not go to second, but that will be a single for the center fielder. So now Kendall Walker, the shortstop, will step in. And the 0-0 to Walker is going to be fouled back, and so the speedy Myers has to go back as she was trying to steal right there. So Walker is down in the count 0-1 after that foul tip. And the pitch. And the throw down to second is not in time. Count 1-1 now, and a runner on second. We have time. And the batter is going to call time. So she will step back into the box. As Walker readies Harville's 1-1, she shows bunt, but will take it. And the ball is going to just kind of dribble in front of Roberts, and so that will allow Myers to get down to third as she was already moving. Count 2-1 here. And the pitch. And chaos on the diamond for the Panthers results in another run for CAC. Roberts didn't throw it down to third. And when she did, the throw was offline and late, and it got into close left field. And so then the throw home was offline also. So now CAC's up 2-1. Count 2-2 here. And the off-speed pitch will not get Harville the call, as that's going to be called a ball. And here's the payoff from Harville. A big wave and a big miss, and she sits down Kendall Walker on strike swinging. So now Ella Blakely, the catcher, will come up to the dish. She reached on a fielder's choice her last time up. And the 0-0, well, she will take that one inside. Base pad's empty of Mustangs right now, as they're up 2-1 on the Panthers. And that one's going to be hit high and caught by the left fielder. That will be McIntyre, and that's going to do it for that inning, but not before CAC puts another one on the board. Mustangs up 2-1 after 3. We are back here at Panther Field. A CAC is up 2-1 going in the top of the fourth. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Panthers. That's going to be Sawyer, Harville, and Harrington in the heart of this hitting lineup for the Panthers. White still in the circle for CAC, as that ball's just going to miss. So that goes ball one. This is the highly anticipated matchup. This is for the 1 seed to play Cedar Ridge. Loser will have to play Quitman. Regionals is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of this week here at Panther Field. And the pitch. And that's going to be called strike 2 on the inside corner. Two strikes right here. Got to find a way to get on base if you're Sawyer. And the pitch. And that one's going to be hit hard into right field, but cleanly fielded out there by the right fielder. I believe that is Kennedy Kittinger right out there in right field tonight. So now Harville steps up to bat. She had a single to straightaway center. And the 1-0, and Harville's going to look at that one on the outside corner. Count 1-1 here. And the pitch. And that one almost took Harville out. That one just a smidge inside, I shall say, I guess. And the 2-1. That's going to be outside. And that one's going to be low, and that's going to be a walk for Harville. The Panthers are battling this one out against CAC. This is a tight-knit game as Hadley Harrington comes up, who had the hit by pitcher on first at bat. So a runner on first, and the 5-hole hitter up. Count 1-0 here to Harrington after that first pitch just misses. And the pitch, and Harrington's going to look at that one low, and the count goes 2-0. Here's the 2-0 offering from White. That's going to be high, and the count goes 3-0. And she readies the 3-1, and that's going to be just in the zone as it goes 3-1. Here's the 3-1 from White, as that one's going to miss high, and a free base pad for the Panthers. So now Braylon McIntyre, who had the big double in her first at bat. And that is, I believe, going to be ball one. So count 1-0 here to McIntyre, the right fielder. Excuse me, the left fielder. As that is a foul tip, and that's going to be a strike. So count 1-1 here, 1 out. Runners on first and second for the Panthers. And that one's going to be hit, and that's going to be a hit. And they're going to hold them at all. No, they're going to send her home, and the throw's going to be offline, and they're going to send another one home. And Braylon McIntyre coming up clutch again. A 2 RBI double from the freshman. And a beautiful piece of hitting, and it gives the Panthers a 3-2 lead here in the top of the fourth with only 1 out. And we have time, and we will have a circle meeting. We will take a quick break here as the Panthers have got something brewing here in the top of the fourth after a 2 RBI double from Braylon McIntyre. We are back here at Panther Field as Corey Dawson will step in, who struck out in her first attempt to White. But the bases are almost empty, but we got McIntyre on second after a 2 RBI double. So Panthers are up 3-2. She's going to take that one on the inside corner, so count goes 0-2, but only one out. CAC the 1 seed, Magnet the 2 seed, as she puts Dawson down on strikes once more, and now Story Green comes up to the dish. Green playing right field today. And the pitch, and Green swings and misses at that one. And the 0-1 offering from White to Green. And that one's going to be passed, and McIntyre will advance to third. We have 2 strikes here. No balls, 2 strikes. And that one's going to be hit up the first base line. And they do call that a fair ball. So that will end the inning, but not before the Panthers score 2 on a big 2 RBI double from Braylon McIntyre. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th after this break. And we are live back here at Panther Field as Brooklyn White, the pitcher, who reached on a fielder's choice in her last at bat, will step into the right-handed batter's box against Bella Harville. Magnet has a 3-2 lead after a massive 2 RBI double in the last frame. Harville's offering the 0-0 to White, and is going to be snared back up the middle. And that is just a beautiful piece of hitting there from White. Elizabeth Cole-Clazier now will step into the box. And that bunt is going to be put down. Harville gets it over to first. So that does advance White, but the sacrifice bunt there from Cole-Clazier. So now Ashton Wilbanks will come to the plate. as that one is taken, and so it'll be ball one. Here, I can run this. And Harville readies the 1-0. And the pitch to Wilbanks. It's going to be outside, ball two. Here's the 2-0 offering from Harville. That one's going to be fouled back, so that'll be strike one. Harville readies her 2-1 right here. And the 2-1 offering from Harville is going to be a big off-speed wave and a miss. So that is strike two. This is a big count right here. If she could get a strikeout right here, that would be massive. Harville looking for only her second K of the afternoon. And that one's foul tipped back. So that one's going to be hit up to third. They're going to try to get White out at second. They will. So they get the lead runner. So that takes care of White over there at second base. So Ashton Wilbanks will reach on a fielder's choice. So now Kennedy Kittinger, the right fielder who also reached, she flew out to center field her first at bat. It's kind of becoming chilly out here in the Cove this afternoon, evening, night. I guess I shall say night because it's past 8:20, close to 8:30. And we still got 3 more innings to play. And the pitch, that's going to be high. That's going to be ball one. Runner on first for CAC, that is Wilbanks. Kittinger at the dish right here. And the pitch, and that's going to be strike two. Big count right here for the junior, the junior Bella Harville. If she could get a strikeout here, that would be massive. 1-2 the count to Kittinger. The windup and the pitch from Harville, and that one's going to be fouled down the third base line. And the pitch, and that's going to be high and make the count even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 from Harville, and that one's going to be foul over towards the middle school. Out of play down the first base line. So now Kittinger has worked this count to 2-2. And the 2-2 and a swing and a miss, and Bella sets her down on strikes right there. She sets Kittinger down, and no runs cross the plate for CAC. So after 4, Panthers up 3-2. We're going to the top of the 5th after this break.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
Here we go again for the top of the 5th inning here at Panther Field as White has 6 strikeouts looking for number 7 as Roberts going to put down a bunt, but it's going to go foul. And at the moment we only have the camera behind the plate because we are having some transmitter overheating difficulties. So we are going to do our best to work that out. I do not believe it's going to work out as I just saw the camera appear into the press box. So we will be running one camera this far on. So please enjoy the broadcast. Oh, 2 the count here to Roberts as that ball is going to get to the backstop. And White having some control issues per se this night. And that one's going to be ripped foul down the first baseline into the netting behind the dugouts. And that's a swing and a miss, a drop, third strike. Kara trying to beat it out, but Cole Glazier over there at first will take care of business. So another strikeout there for White. And we'll flip the lineup back over to Marley McCutcheon, who has 2 groundouts on the afternoon, both to the second baseman. Here's the 0-0 offering from White, as that's going to be hit the top half of the strike zone, so that'll be called strike 1. And here's the 0-1. And that's going to be hit into center field, and it's going to get down. That's going to be extra bases for the leadoff shortstop. That's going to be a stand-up double for Marley McCutcheon. She put the torch to that one, and she got it all the way out to the fence in a beautiful piece of hitting to right center field. And that is what you want from your leadoff hitter right there, is just to barrel up a ball to straightaway center mostly and just get over the center fielder's head and Myers and just get some extra bases. So now you got a runner scoring position with this 2-hole hitter up with only 1 out. And that's going to be a pass ball, and McCutcheon's going to third and no throw. And the Panthers have got something brewing here. Another insurance run 60 feet away. And the count 1-0 here to Gangoso, the center fielder. And the 1-0, and that's going to be another pass ball, but catcher recovers, and so they will not try to steal McCutcheon home. As a very valuable person, or run, I shall say, on third. As another insurance run will be massive for the Panthers to go up 2 runs here in the top of the 5th. And that is going to be strike 1. So count goes 2-1. Two-one here to Gangoso from White. And the pitch. That's going to catch the outside corner, so count evens itself at 2-2. White readies her 2-2 pitch to Alexa. And the pitch. And that's going to be barreled up and foul behind first base. Count even at 2-2 here with 1 out, top of the 5th. Runner on third for the Panthers. Batter calls time right here, but been an amazing inning as the leadoff one-hole hitter got a double for the Panthers with only 1 out, and that ball is going to be barreled foul. And Alexa is just looking to straighten one of these things out and get a hit. The 2-2 here from White to Gangoso once more, and that one's going to be in the dirt and ball 3. Full count here, 1 out, runner on third. And the pitch, and that's going to be barreled up. And that's going to be a pass ball. An error there from the pitcher, and the run is going to score. Wow, and that is just a mental mistake there from Brooklyn White, and the Panthers capitalize. Tried to do the rundown thing, and then White missed the point-blank throw, so somehow off a grounder to the pitcher, Alexa Gangoso reaches second. And another run scores for the Panthers as they're up 4-2 with Izzy Sawyer up to bat. The 0-0 here. And a big wave and a miss there from Sawyer. Now count 0-1 here to the 3-hole hitter. Count. Oh, and that's going to be a pass ball, and they will get to third as that is going to be ball 1. So errors are really killing CAC in this inning as they've given up a run off an error, and now Gangoso is on third. And the 1-1, and that's going to be hit high and foul over the press box. And into the creek. Barely just missed the cars. Count 1-2 here on Sawyer. 1 out here. Runner on third for Magnet. The 1-2 offering from White. She readies, and the pitch. That's going to be barreled for a base hit into left field, and another run comes home. And the Panthers have got it brewing as they take a 5-2 lead on the number 1 seed in the district, the CAC Mustangs. Panthers up 3 after a base hit from Izzy Sawyer, an RBI single. So now Bella Harville, the cleanup hitter, comes up to bat with a runner on first and only 1 out. That ball is low. That's going to be ball 1. This has been a major inning here for the Panthers as they got 2 runs of insurance. And the pitch. And Harville's going to get that one. Oh, and it's just going to be foul. Man, if that would have stayed fair, that would have been extra bases probably for Harville, and Sawyer would have got to third, if not went home. Count 1-1 here to Bella. And the pitch. And she takes that one inside, and the stolen base there from Sawyer. No throw down. So Bella down to the count 1-2 here. One, two, the count here to the cleanup hitter. And the pitch. And that ball is hit high. Backtracking is the right fielder, and Sawyer's going to tag up and go to third safely. And there's a pass ball, and they're going to go home, and Sawyer's going to make it home. And another error by CAC that Magnet Cove capitalizes on, and it turns into an RBI sac fly, I guess, with an error on top. And wow, this game has gone haywire in this fifth inning. So now Hadley Harrington will step up as the Panthers have a 4-run lead here in the top of the fifth with 2 outs. And that one is inside there for ball 1. 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. And the pitch, and that's going to be a big wave and a miss. There's the count evens 1-1. And the 1-1, and a bunt there goes foul from Harrington. One, 2 outs here. Or 1-2, excuse me. 2-strike approach here for the second baseman. And the pitch. That's going to be softly hit to the third baseman. She gets it and gets it over to first, but not before 3 runs come home for the Panthers in the top of the fifth. They're up 4 runs going to the bottom of the fifth after this break. And here we are back here at Panther Field going to the bottom of the fifth. Panthers up 6-2 after a major 3-run frame in the top half of this inning. And so now CAC will try to respond as 8, 9, and 1 are due up here for the Mustangs. Harville offers to Callie. That's going to be called strike 1. So, and the 0-1 offering from Harville is going to be high, so it's going to be called ball 1 on the third baseman. Here's the 1-1, and that's going to be fouled back towards the first base dugout, so that puts Cowley down in the hole 1-2. Count 1-2 here to the 8-hole hitter. And the offering and a swing and a miss, and Harville puts her down on strikes. You want to see where you're looking at? And that one's going to get to the backstop, so that's going to be ball one there on Wooderson, the DP. She grounded out to Harrington, her last at bat. So the designated player right here for CAC in the 9-hole. That's going to be inside, so that's going to be ball two. The 2-0, Harville gets the sign from the dugout. And she readies the windup and the pitch. That's going to be just outside, so it's going to be ball three. Harville needs a strike right here. .30 here to the 9-hole hitter. And that's going to be fouled towards the first base dugout, so that will be strike one as the count goes 3-1. Still a hitter's count here for Wooderson. Blue calls time down there. We'll get Bella a new ball. Count 3-1 here to the DP. And the pitch. That's going to be called strike two right down the meat and taters of the strike zone. That makes the count full to the 9-hole hitter. One out here in the bottom of the fifth. And the 3-2, and that's going to be fouled back right towards the visiting fans, which will be Magnet fans, actually. It's weird calling a game where Magnet's the away team. That's just how seeding works, though. Here's the payoff pitch once more. Harville to Wooderson. And that one is going to be fouled at the plate. So, full count here, and we'll do the payoff once more. The windup and the deal from, oh, the nasty off-speed pitch there from Bella, and she gets her swing in, and you heard the oh from all the baseball boys that are sitting in the fans, because that is a nasty off-speed pitch that Harville just did up Lily Wooderson with. Now 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth, as Kayla Myers, the center fielder, comes up to bat. And the first pitch to Myers, oh, and a big wave and a miss, and that off-speed is working on them CAC hitters tonight. And the 68th pitch that Harville throws is ball one to Myers. So that one's going to be hit foul, so that's strike two. Myers 2 for 2 on the evening. 1-2, 2 outs. Here it is, the righty versus lefty. And that, she gets a hold of that off speed. And she will get a single off that. So now she is 3 for 3 on the evening. So now Kendall Walker will come up to bat. And the pitch to Kendall. And no throw down there as a stolen base again there by Meyer. She is just speedy around the base pad. Walker's 0 for 2 on the afternoon with a strikeout. And the 0-1. That one's going to be in the dirt. That's going to be a pass ball and no throw down to third. And we will have time called. And this game is getting fiery. Both fan bases have showed up for all the marbles in the district title. And so here we go. 1-1 the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. And the pitch from Harville. And that one's going to be barreled into center field, and CAC cuts into the Magnet lead as they score 1 run right there on a Kendall Walker single. So that draws them within 3 runs. So now Ella Blakely, the catcher, will be up to bat. She's 0 for 2 on the evening. This place is getting really rowdy for a softball game. Let me tell you, the fan bases have showed up and showed out as that pitch is high. So count 1-0 here to the 3-hole hitting catcher. And the 1-0 offering, and that one's going to be hit high, but a great play there by Gangoso as she catches that one and ends the inning for CAC, but not before they score 1. We're going to the top of the 6th after this break.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious, mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Cove School District and a community partner with the Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Cove, Arkansas.
We are back here live in the top of the 6th inning. It has been an interesting game, let me tell you, as Braylon McIntyre, man, she has produced today. She's hit 2 doubles, and that is all she's hit. We'll see if she can produce a leadoff double right here for the latter half of this order that has struggled for the Panthers. That pitch is going to be outside there from White. That is her 98th pitch of the evening in this game. And the pitch, that one's going to be barreled up to the shortstop. They're going to get it over to first and take care of McIntyre, and she's now 2 for 3 on the afternoon. So now Corey Dawson steps into the dish. She's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Looking to get her first hit of this district final game. And the pitch, and a big wave and a miss there from Dawson. And that's going to be grounded right at home plate. That is fielded there by White and got over to first base, and so that will be a ground out to the pitcher right there to take care of Dawson. And now Story Green comes up to the dish, who is also over 2 with 2 strikeouts on the evening. And Green, will take that one inside for ball 1. And the 1-0 is going to be a big wave and a miss there from Green. And the 1-1, and that's going to be a pass ball as Green takes that one in the dirt. Here's the 2-1. That one's going to be outside. Green looking for her first on-base appearance in this game. The 3-1 here, as that is going to be strike 2. And the 3-2. And that is going to be strike 3, and that will do it for Green as she goes down on strikes once more. And a great performance here from White. We will go to the bottom of the 6th after this break. And here is the bottom of the 6th coming your way here. And from Panther Field, and I am Dalton Reed, formerly known as Tater Chip, here calling the game today. I will be calling all the softball games here for the regional tournament, where the 2A2 district top 4 will meet, and the 2A5 top 5 will meet. And so now it'll be Brooklyn White to lead off here for And the CAC Mustangs, as 4, 5, and 6 are due up for the Mustangs. Mustangs needing something down 3 in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the 0-0 Harville offers to White, and that's going to be ripped into White right field, and it's going to get down. We'll see how many she tries to get off of, and she's going to get a double off of it. And a great piece of hitting there from Brooklyn White. So now Elizabeth Cole-Clazier, the first baseman, will step into the batter's box. No outs here. Runner on second for CAC in the bottom of the 6th. And the pitch. That's going to be outside. Elizabeth up in the count, 1-0 here to Harville. And the pitch from Bella. That's going to be called strike 1. 1-1 here, the count to the first baseman of CAC. And the pitch. It's going to be in the dirt, ball 2, and the throw down to third is offline, but a good save there from Marley McCutcheon. The shortstop able to get behind it so it doesn't go into left field. So another run just 60 feet away for the Mustangs, as they're only down 3 right here in the bottom of the 6th. That CAC dugout has been rowdy all night. And the 2-1. That's going to be fouled back as count goes 2-2. See if Harville gives her that off-speed pitch, but Harville had somebody drive that off-speed pitch for a base hit in the last frame. And the pitch. And it is going to be the off-speed pitch, but they're going to tag, and she is going to be tagged out at home. So the drop third strike. A smart play from Harville and Roberts as we got the lead runner. And we will have an injury timeout and an ump meeting. So we'll have to see what this is about as they take a look at Harville's leg. But she will be called out at home. So a drop third strike there for Cole-Clazier. But looking at Bella's foot right there, as the runner on first is Cole-Clazier for the Mustangs, and Harville looks like she's going to walk it off right there. But a great play there for the Panthers. CAC coach still trying to talk it out with Blue there. So now Ashton Wilbanks, the second baseman, who grounded out and reached on a fielder's choice, will come up to the plate, and one out here, and the Panthers eliminated the top threat on third, but they have a runner on first in Cole-Clazier. And the pitch, and that's going to be fouled back. So count 0-1 here on the second baseman, Wilbanks. Here's the 0-1 offering from Harville. That's going to be called strike 2. So she's got the second baseman at 0-2 count. This could be big if she could get the second out with a strikeout, and then any out would end the sixth inning, and the runner could not advance from first. Here it is. Here's the 0-2 from Harville, and that one is hit to the third baseman. They're going to try to roll two. They get the first one. They get the lead runner in Cole Glazier, but Will Banks will reach on a fielder's choice once more. So Kennedy Kittinger, the right fielder, number 14, will step in with 2 outs and a runner on first here, down 3 in the bottom of the 6th. And that is going to be all called strike one on the inside corner there from Blue. And the pitch, and that's going to be foul. That's going to be strike 2. And Harville has really turned it on after getting that tag out at home. And we have a dog on the playing surface. It's off now. So Kittinger will step in right here. 0-2 the count. Harville gives her the off speed and doesn't get called strike 3. That is going to be ball 1. See if Harville goes back to that off speed. And a 1-2, and she will get the swing and a miss, and Harville sets her down, and the fist bump coming out of the circle for Bella Harville. And after the tag out at home, she sends them packing. We're going to the top of the 7th after this break. Panthers up 3.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
We're back here at Panther Field as Kara Roberts is going to lead off in the 9-hole for the Panthers. So that will be ball 1 there from White. 9-hole hitter here for the Panthers. 9-1-2 due up. And that is going to be a swing and a miss there on the bunt attempt for Roberts. 1-1 the count here to the 9-hole. And that's going to be a big wave and a big miss there from the sophomore. Here's the 1-2 from White as Roberts will take that one. As that will set Roberts down on strikes right there, and that flips the lineup back over to Marley McCutcheon. So now the 1-hole hitter here in the shortstop is up for the Panthers. And the pitch. That's going to be called strike one there. Panthers, could use any insurance that they could earn right here would be great, as that ball is going to be hit foul down the third base line as the count goes down in the hole 0-2. And the 0-2, and that's going to be in the dirt there as McCutcheon takes ball one. Here's the 1-2 from White as she readies to the one-hole hitter of Magnet. That's going to be a foul tip, and so that will keep McCutcheon alive right here with 2 strikes. Here is the 1-2. And a swing and a miss and another strikeout for Brooklyn White. And the Panthers are down to their last out right here. So now Lex again goes to the last chance for insurance. And the pitch, and that's going to be hit high and in the infield, and the second baseman calls for it. And that is it. So 9, 1, and 2 go down in order, but it's all come down to this. CAC's got 3 more outs to make 3 more runs to send this game into extras, or can the Panthers finish them off in 7? We'll be back with the bottom of the 7th and all the marbles in the conference championship after this break. And here we go, the bottom of the 7th inning. It is going to be the CAC Mustangs for the silence right there as we're back here. Bottom of the 7th inning, the 0-0 from Harville. A big wave and a big miss there. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Ladies Mustangs. Callie swings and misses at strike one right there. She has grounded out and struck out this evening. And a big wave and a big miss on the off speed. 0-2 the count here to Shelby Cowley, the third baseman. And the 0-2. And that's going to be high and just missed right there. So count goes 1-2 to the third baseman. Here's the 1-2 offering from Harville. And the pitch. That's going to be fouled back as Callie stays alive in the at-bat. Third baseman is 0 for 2 in this district final matchup. And the pitch. And the off speed is going to be fouled right there. And you wonder if Harville will go back with the off speed. It has been so effective as a strikeout pitch in this game. But at the same time, she's had a couple hitters line it out and get it into the grass for a base hit. See what she does right here. And the 1-2. And that's going to be fouled back. And Callie is just trying to stay alive and get another stance in that batter's box because she wants a conference title. Here's the 1-2 from Harville. And that one's going to be fouled on top of the dugout. And that is the third or fourth foul ball of this at-bat. Panthers up 3 runs. Harville gets the sign from Coach Harrington. The windup and the 1-2 here from, and that is not called strike 3. And the baseball boys do not like that. The off speed does not get called strike 3. So count goes 2-2. 2-2 here from Harville. And Callie's going to foul that one back. And man, this place is getting rowdy every pitch as it goes on. Count 2-2 here at Panther Field. No outs, bottom of the 7th. 8, 9, and 1 due up here for the Lady Mustangs. And she gets her swinging, and she sits Shelby Callie down on strike for the second time tonight. And so that takes care of out number 1 as Lily Wooderson, the DP number 21, steps in, who has a ground out and a strikeout. But the powerful lefty is on deck for CAC. Is a big cut and a miss right there from the DP. Goes strike 1. Yeah, the powerful lefty and the speedy lefty is on deck for CAC, and the center fielder, Kayla Myers, as that ball goes above Roberts. So you really want to get this second out on Wooderson because you do not want to give really any shot to Myers, because she has definitely performed today in the field and at the plate. And the swing and a miss for strike 2. And Harville has got her stuff working on all cylinders in this 7th. That was Harville's 101st pitch on the game. And here's the 1-2. And she gets her swinging. She said it's the first 2 down on strike swinging. And Bella Harville is 1 out away from a district title. And it all comes down to Myers versus Harville. All for the district title. All for the bragging rights. And that's going to be lined up for a base hit. And they've got somebody on base. And here comes maybe a comeback. We will have to see. 2 outs here as Kendall Walker comes up to the plate. That puts Myers 4 for 4 on the afternoon here at Panther Field. Walker's 1 for 3 on the night with a single. And the pitch, and that's going to be fouled back for strike 1. It is Walker down on the count, 0-1. And that pitch is low, so it'll be ball 1. Here's the 106th pitch from Harville. That's going to be ball 2. And the pitch, and it's going to be grounded to third, but it will be foul. Harville has 7 strikeouts on the night, looking for 8th to cap this one off. 2-2 the count, 2 outs. You don't get much more suspense than this than a 3-2 count in the World Series. Here's for all the marbles right here. 2-2 the count. Harville to Walker. And the off-speed's going to be grounded to first base, and it's going to be an error, and they are sending the runner to third. So runners on the corners for CAC, and an error there puts Walker on base and advances Myers to third. So now the Panthers have got to get out of this. An error over there on Dawson as Ella Blakely steps in, who's 0 for 3 on the night. She's showing bunt right here. We'll see if she pulls it back. We were having an umpire meeting at I don't know if they're discussing a balk. I'm unsure, but she called time. So I didn't think you could call a balk, and they don't. So Ella Blakely, 2 outs here. You're needing a rally for CAC. A homer would tie this game up. And the pitch, and a big swing and a big miss from the catcher. 0-1 the count now to the catcher. Harville has 7 strikeouts on the afternoon. The 0-1 is going to be high right there for ball 1. Count goes even. So Ella Blakely right here, as that is going to be called ball 2. And so now the count goes 2-1. 2-1 here on the catcher, as that one is hit high, and Green is out there, and it's caught! And it's caught! And the Lady Panthers just throwing the CAC Mustangs, and the Magnet Cove Lady Panthers are your 2A5 district champs. And what a game it has been, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen. And the Magnet Cove Panthers are your 2A5 district champs. Wow, Harville ends with 7 strikeouts as Blakely flies out to end the game. And what a game it was, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. So Magnet is going to be the 1 seed going into regionals, and CAC will be the 2 seed. So I can tell you who's going to be playing who. Let's see, here we go. The 2A Central region is set now. The 1 seed will play the Cedar Ridge Timberwolves May 4th at 10 a.m. The winner of that game goes to the semifinal round in the state tournament. And CAC will now play the Quitman Bulldogs out of District 2, the 3rd seed. They lost in their semifinal game this past week. But what a wonderful game it was here. But coming out on top is the Magnet Cove Lady Panthers, and just a phenomenal season to wrap up this district tournament that's been postponed so many times. But we've got some awards to give out, and I'm the guy that's giving them out over the PA. So I am Dalton Reed, and I'm signing off for the night. And thanks for tuning in, everybody.